It's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Quan Bray now to return this football. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Indianapolis Colts coming out on offense, and we get a look at Andrew Luck. Had to be a long flight back from London for these guys, and Luck. He got sacked 6 times. He did throw 2 touchdown passes, 234 yards.
He took a number of shots in the pocket, so that was tough on him. But what hurt even more, the inability to bring his team all the way back. Had to climb a big mountain to try and get there, and really got back into the game in the fourth quarter. Really disappointing for Andrew Luck and the Colts.
Bottom line, that O-line has to protect him better. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. A gain of 3, second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Another carry now for Gore. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing on third down, Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And here now the 8th-year man, Pat McAfee, to kick it away. Here's Sherrills. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
To me, the best part of Teddy Bridgewater's game is his decision-making. Very smart, loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well, he takes care of the football and keeps his team in good spots.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the Colts coming out now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Third and long, it's locked. And able to find Dorsett. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 39 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And a look here at the Colts defense. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys
Remember
out
that,
a little
guys?
bit,
Yeah.
right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Finding time. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Bridgewater now. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Peterson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They come out here in the I. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. On the draw, luck gives to Gore. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think Frank Gore runs on doubt. And what I mean is, he's 33, and everyone keeps thinking this is the end, yet he keeps going.
I think something that gets overlooked, though, to your point, most rushing yards of anybody currently in the NFL.
Amazing. Big-time career.
On first down, it's Gore. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch tight end. Hey, 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 hey. Four down, four down, four down.
They'll try the air now with Locke. The left side, it's Dorsett. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But when you're scouting the Colts, one thing you're going to know is that they have guys who can flat out run. Philip Dorsett being one of those principals. 64-yard touchdown against the Jaguars in London.
Just the second touchdown for the second-year man, Philip Dorsett. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
Blue 58.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Got three down,
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And a nice spin into some open field. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down now after the pass completion. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go! Blue 90!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now Tolzien. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Let's go. Wide Eddie. Wide.
Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Here's Jeff Locke now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Another pistol look here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Tolzien. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Vikings are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Colts just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, here the defense will come up with the pick. Robinson's happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught. And nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Colts is up now by 7. Third down from the 23. Quick pass is complete, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 55. Vikings have it later on the drive. Peterson's going to take off here. He'll take it in for the touchdown. Vikings tie it up at 7. Third down at the 27. Peterson gets into the clear, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get the football here. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run again with Peterson. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 70 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Walsh now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Robinson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll drop to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Snap count threw the defense off. 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Gore back there is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Tolzien. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Vinatieri now on to try to field goal for the Colts. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Peterson alone in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go. Right 90. Right 90. I'm trying to collect.
Time running out here on the play clock. Again, Peterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A lot of times, as AP goes, so goes the team. He's done well. The team's done well.
And usually when he does that well, other people do in addition, because now you can open up other things in your offense. But the bottom line is, he is option number 1, and that's usually their best option. Just absolutely can brutalize a defense.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Squish, double.
Play clock winding down. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now out comes Minnesota. That got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Touchdown, Vikings! Adrian Peterson with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead is up to 18 now. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Luck on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. back to the air. Luck on second down. They go with a screen to Gore. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. From the 50, it's Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They pitch it out to Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.